my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a WIP and chat, and WIP just stands for work in progress, and I am going to keep you company and chat while I work on my diamond painting, and you can work on whatever it is that you like. Maybe you are walking the dog or doing chores, or maybe you're also working on a diamond painting. You can listen to this whenever you want, but usually the format of my WIP and chats, I just show you what I'm working on, and then I also talk about what happened in my week last week and what is coming up in my future week, and we talk about diamond painting news. Anyway, that is what I have for you today. So I will be getting into my week here in just a second, but let me show you what I'm working on. So this is the kit that I'm doing. This is Pumpkin Herder. This is a pretty large painting. I have right about to here finished, and now I have the bottom section here, and today I'm going to be working right here on the cat. Here he is. See him? Anyway, so I'm going to be working on that today. And yeah, I already did a lot of the fun colors in this section. But yeah, so just going to be doing like lots of browns and blacks today, but that's okay. Right here, I have a glow-in-the-dark cover minder that I am using for all of my trash drills, and this is from BellaArtDeNicole. And then I also have a little witch's hat, perfect for the pumpkin herder, also from BellaArtDeNicole. So I have those up there, and you know, lighting, maybe I'm not so great. That's a little better. I'm jiggling you right now, but hopefully the thing will calm down. Anyway, I just wanted you to have a little bit better light because it was kind of rough there for a sec. Anyway, also, I just want to really quickly let you know to please ignore my awful nails. I have been trying to put some cuticle oil and some nail oil on them because they are very dry, but I've ran out, so I need to buy more. Anyway, just sharing that because I had acrylics on and I have a lot of damage, but hopefully they will calm down here over the next couple of days. The trays I'm going to be using, this is a large and this one is a small. These are silk rainbow trays. I just got these in the mail today, so of course I have to use them. So I'm just going to take the stoppers and tops off of these for now, because I am always not always using those. So anyway, I'll leave this small one up there. I'm going to work on my big one first. I'm using Elizabeth Ward storage containers, and all of this stuff will be linked in the description down below. So BellaArtDeNicole, the cover minders and trays, her website is listed below, along with I will list this pen also. This is just from Amazon. It is the closest thing I have that matches this kit, and working with a non-matching pen, y'all, I can't do it. Look how nicely those line up in this tray. Ugh, love it. Perfect. Anyway, there, now it's perfect. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to diamond painting. I'm like, did I forget anything? I don't know. I always have my Diamond Art Club tweezers here. They're always available as well. And then my little trash putty, just in case I get gunk or anything junky on my drills. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead, I think, and get to diamond painting. Yeah, so the last time that we talked, I think, yeah, so this is WIP and chat number 13. The last time that we talked, I was just about to leave for upstate New York to visit Grandma, and yeah. Oh, one sec, I have a call coming in. You guys, I am back. The husband is out grocery shopping, and whenever that is the case, I kind of just have to be on call, and he will call me and ask me random questions, so it is what it is. At least he's doing the shopping. So Anyway, what was I saying? So the last time we talked, I was just about to head out to go to upstate New York to visit Grandma. And so I figured I would just update you on how that trip went, because a lot of you were asking, like, did your rental car go okay? Good news, it did, but I'll give you all those details here in just a sec. I'll just kind of go day by day like I usually do. And then, yeah, we'll just give you a whole summary on my trip. Anyway, so, well, all right. So the last time we talked was like Friday morning. I was kind of telling you that the Best Buy guy was going to come, and he did, and everything went well with that install. So we're good to go and protected a little more. So I like it. I like it. I was going to talk a little bit about my back pain too, because I ended up in a ton of pain on Friday. And I really don't know what caused it. So on Friday, I did have to pack my bag, but that was not a rigorous situation. So I'm like, I don't understand why I had so much pain. So what I did, we were flying out to Syracuse on Friday night, and I actually requested wheelchair service at the airport. And, if you are injured, by the way, and you need help at the airport, oh my gosh, O'Hare's service was amazing. And it was through United. So each airline, they have their own people that help you out with that stuff. So, yeah, so as soon as we got there, let me just tell you, David carried my bag down the stairs for me. I am doing everything I can to avoid getting hurt with this, with my back. I'm trying to make sure I'm just extra super duper careful with it, because, I just don't want any re-injury. I don't want, I'm just trying to get better, Anyway, so yeah, I didn't carry my bag down the stairs or anything. David did that for me. And then, even just lifting it to put it in our Uber, David did that for me. So I'm like, man, this is the life of luxury. Anyway, so, yeah, so we get to the airport, and all we had to do was check in at the ticket counter and tell them my name and show them my boarding pass and ID, and they went ahead and called the service. So we waited for maybe 10 minutes. And a guy came with a wheelchair, and you can stick your bag right underneath the wheelchair and go to town. So that was really awesome. He flew me through the airport. It was great. So I didn't have to do a whole heck of a lot of anything. It was great. But again, I had a ton of pain. So we were, trying to figure out what was causing that. Cause it's the only thing standing up that I did one load of laundry on Friday, and I packed my bag. So I'm like, I was up for maybe a total of an hour to an hour and a half. I was like, surely this isn't what's causing all this pain. So anyway, I am trying to do my stretches and all this stuff that my doctor was telling me about. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's not working anymore. I don't know. So I was kind of panicking about that. And then, of course, I kind of panicked about it all weekend. But anyway, we'll get into that. So, because I think the thing that I'm worried about the most is going on our honeymoon, because we have to do a lot of walking. So I don't know. I'm really nervous about it. But yeah, so it went really well at the airport. Our flight wasn't until 9 p.m. our time. So let me just tell you though, once I got on the airplane, so y'all know this, airplane seats are incredibly small for any normal average size person, but I am larger than your normal average size person, and I was extremely uncomfortable to the point of telling David I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to last here. And so I'm like, okay, mind over matter. You got this. I don't know. I was just in pain the whole time. But then as soon as we took off, whenever you take off, there's kind of a lot of, there's a lot of momentum, and the forces kind of push you back, and your seat kind of goes back a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Also, once you get going, you can recline your chair a little bit. So once that happened, once we were in the air, I was okay. I wasn't comfortable, but I was like, all right. But there's just like no room to stretch your legs out. You can't really sit in any other position besides like what you're in. So I don't know, y'all. I was struggling. But anyway, so once that flight was over, it was like midnight when we got to the airport. We did get in ever so slightly early. Let me just tell you what happened. So, you know, because I had this wheelchair service, I had assumed that the service was the same at all airports. FYI, it's not. So when we got to Syracuse, we were the last people off the plane. Like, I waited because David had to get my bag down for me, and we just didn't want to hold other people up. So we waited, and we got off the plane last. So that was good. Like, I was glad. But then once we got off the plane and we resurfaced into, you know, civilization, we noticed that there wasn't a single gate agent, a United gate agent anywhere around. And I was like, what am I going to do? Because I knew I couldn't walk, especially after that. And I was like, I'm not sure what to do right now. So I'm sitting there and I'm just panicking. Like, we got off the flight and I was just panicking. So I was like, how am I going to get there? Well, there was a wheelchair just sitting there. And David was like, you know what? F this. And we threw our stuff in the bottom of the wheelchair and he just wheeled me through the airport and everything was fine. We got to the ticket counter at like, I think it was like 11:55. But even so, they said that as long as you put your flight information, which I was like, if someone at Enterprise could have told us this, that would have been great. But they said as long as you put your flight information in your rental thing, they'll know what time your flight is coming in and they'll make sure somebody's there until the last like flight comes in. So until like a significant amount of time after that flight comes in. So I thought that was really good. So I'm glad that they were there and we got our car and we were starving because we hadn't eaten anything. So we went to McDonald's. And then by the time we got to our hotel and set our bags down, it was 2:30 in the morning. And I was exhausted. I was so tired. And just from like the pain too, like when your body is like hates you, you're like, oh, I hate this so much. But yeah, I was not a happy camper. But we got up in the morning. So funny. When we got to the hotel, so we stayed at a Hampton Inn, and Hampton Inn, this is not a fancy hotel, but every morning they have breakfast. And one of the things that they kind of like tout as their signature, like special breakfast or whatever, are Belgian waffles. And by the way, I am sorry, it is 5 p.m., but there are cicadas outside making all kinds of ruckus. So, you know, I'm sorry for that. But yeah, so, where was I? Anyway, so they tout these Belgian waffles as like, oh, this is our signature thing and everybody loves our waffles. Well, half the time when we go to Hampton Inns, their stupid waffle makers aren't working. So we're like, why do you guys advertise this? So we get into the hotel. It's 2:30 in the morning. And David is asking the person at the desk if their waffle maker's working. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So embarrassing. Anyway, so he asks him if it's working. And the guy's like, yeah, as far as I know, it's working. We'll have waffles in the morning. So we get up in the morning and they had waffles, y'all. They had the waffles. So now we're on Saturday, Saturday, September 3rd. So it's Saturday morning. We got breakfast because we knew we weren't going to like eat at my grandma's until about 1 o'clock. So we had some breakfast in the morning and like we got down there and it was packed. I mean, to the gills. It was probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, geez, it's 8. Like I thought we were early, you know? Well, clearly there was a family in town from out of town. And they were like basically hosting their whole stinking family reunion at the Hampton Inn. It was so bizarre. I was like, who just sits all day at a Hampton Inn with their like extended family from who knows where? Anyway, I thought that was really weird. I'll explain more of that later, but like basically when we got back, they were still there and you could tell they'd been camped out for a while. Like they were still in the little breakfast area, which is also kind of the lobby. It was just bonkers. I don't know. It was so weird to me. Anyway, so we go and the waffle maker is in fact working. So what I did was, I put on a waffle for myself and one for David because there's 2 machines. Well, my waffle came out okay, but it was kind of stuck. And they have spray there, but you're not supposed to use the spray every time. Like I've made these waffles 8 million times when the waffle makers are working. I've used the machines a million times. They are supposed to condition them so that you don't have to use the spray every single time. So I'm like, okay, well, this one stuck a lot. Well, then I get to David's waffle. Y'all, it stuck so bad. I couldn't get it out. And like, I'm over there struggling with this waffle maker and David couldn't see me because usually I just make the waffles for him because he just doesn't know how to work the maker thing. And I'm like, it's fine. I got it. So he can't see me, but I'm over there freaking out trying to get this waffle out of there. Y'all, I was so embarrassed. Like usually stuff like that doesn't embarrass me because I'm just like, whatever. Like it is what it is. Like I don't care. Because, if anything, if people are going to be like, hey, you remember that lady who couldn't get that waffle out of that machine? Like, nobody's going to remember that. Like, they're not even paying attention. They didn't care. Well, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm prone to having panic attacks sometimes. And I haven't had a panic attack, like a true full-blown panic attack in a hot minute. But y'all, I think I had a mini panic attack over this waffle maker. So I couldn't get it all out. I got as much of it out as I could, but I like walked over to David and I set it down and it was a disaster. Like it was just all crumpled mess all over the plate. So I was like, David, I have to go up to the room for just a second. I'll be right back. Like I just knew I had to go and collect myself so I wouldn't cry. It was so stupid. Anyway, because I knew people saw me. Like I was just, I don't know, I was freaking out. It was a stupid thing to worry about. But sometimes when you have anxiety, anxiety knows no logic. Like, I can logically tell myself, like, this is not something worth panicking over, but my body does something totally different. And I don't know, it was dumb. So I knew that all I needed to do was like go up to the room and collect myself and I'd be fine. And that's exactly what I did. And I just came back down. We ate what we had of our waffles and then that was it. And we did attempt to make another one after spraying the machine a lot. And it did work okay, but it stuck a little and it made the waffles like really soft and not like, didn't have that nice exterior that it's supposed to have, So I was like, it's okay. So that was our waffle story. That was my waffle conundrum. More on this later, but we're going in chronological order here. So anyway, we went to grandma's at like 1:00. And my grandma's sister was there and then her daughter, which is my cousin or my mom's cousin technically. So like my cousin once removed or something. I don't know. I never know, like I can't remember how it's supposed to work. I just call her my cousin. Because she is a cousin of sorts. Maybe she's a second cousin? I can't remember. Yeah, because maybe her kids, I think, are my cousins once removed. And then, yeah, I think that's how it works. So she's my second cousin. Whatever. Anyway, or maybe it's the other way around. I can't remember, y'all. I'm going to have to look it up. Anyway, you'll have to let me know if you are easily embarrassed by silly things, because I felt so dumb after that. But after my waffle story. Anyway, so we went to grandma's and we had great food and it was a lot of fun. But then my mom's sister, she works the night shift And so she sleeps until like 4 p.m.-ish. So she actually came over later in the evening. So we spent all day at my grandma's, but then, you know, we just spent it around different people the whole time. So that was really cool. And I'm a lot like my mom, and my aunt is also a lot like my mom. So therefore, my aunt and I are alike. This is the commutative property of I don't know, personalities. That was a sad math joke, by the way. So my aunt, I don't know, I just had so much fun. Like, I hadn't seen my grandma laugh that much. But, you know, just hanging out with my aunt, like we just, you know, told funny stories, and we were just laughing about a bunch of things. So I don't know. We were laughing so hard at one point, I was like, stop, I'm going to pee my pants. So it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. And then we left there pretty late. We got back to the hotel probably around, gosh, like 11:30. Now Sunday. So Sunday morning, we wake up. This place is a zoo again. We knew we were going to go out with grandma around 11:30. So we didn't want to eat too much. So I was like, maybe no waffles this morning. Well, didn't matter anyway, because they had taken the waffle maker down. So what happens, and the lady who was there, I was like, oh man, the waffle maker is not working. And she's like, well, it's on and it works. Like, cause we noticed that there was batter in the machine and that people were making waffle. Like there was like, you know, a little bit of batter spilled underneath the waffle maker. And I was like, so people were making waffles before, like, why isn't it working now? And so like this waffle maker it was a big deal. Anyway, so the lady, like, who was, you know, replenishing the breakfast, you know, I always get to talking to random people. As much as I say I dislike people, I'm very sociable and I always end up talking to people randomly. But anyway, she was telling me that the company that they like rent these waffle makers from has to come in and service them. And if you, like them as Hampton Inn, if they service them themselves, they break their contract. So apparently they've been trying to call this company to come and like service the waffle makers and clean them, because they're not allowed to do that either. Like they're not allowed to apply anything to it to clean it or whatever. So I guess the reason that it's sticking is because it needs to be like reconditioned and cleaned, and they're not allowed to do it. So they just put it down for the rest of the time that we were there, waiting for this company to come in and do what they're supposed to do. So anyway, that is the story of the waffle maker. But anyway, so we got up, we had breakfast, and then we kind of just had a very slow morning in the hotel. It was kind of nice. And then we went out to eat with grandma at the barbecue restaurant, just like we planned. And it wasn't that great. It was okay. But even she was like, I don't think I'd go here again. But you gotta try it to know. But yeah, so then we drove to the casino. So this casino, y'all, is probably, it's like half an hour away. And, so we drove to, oh my goodness, we drove to the casino. And, yeah, so let me just tell you, if you've never gambled at a casino before, they have slot machines and they have tables. I am not a table gal. They intimidate me. I don't know how to play the table games. So I'm just a slot machine gal. Now, also, I've been to the casino a couple of times, and usually when I go, I limit myself to $50, and once it's gone, it's gone. I've never really won anything big at the casino because you can't really do much with $50. Well, this time when I went, I'm a big girl now, so I have a big girl job, and I was and I mean not high rolling or anything. I was I'm going to put $200 toward this today, which to some people, $200 is a lot. To other people, it's not a lot. To me, it's kind of in the middle. I'm okay, $200 is a nice chunk of money. And, but at the same time, I will survive and my bills will be paid if I don't have that. So I realized that everybody's financial situation is different and that I was choosing to squander $200 at the slot machines. I get it, but Anyway, so if it upsets you that I gambled that money, I'm really sorry. But I will tell you that I left the casino with more money than I came with. And this was the first time that I ever did that. So wait till y'all hear this story. It's wild. So I don't consider myself somebody who wins much. I don't really win a lot of contests. I never win at the casino. Like anytime I play, like even just like basic scratch off lottery tickets, I always lose. I'm like, I'm just not a lucky person, you know? Like it's just, it ain't me. I don't have the luck. Not my life, but that's okay. Like no big, right? Anyway, so we get to the casino and I put $100 bill in the machine and probably, gosh, I don't know, 4 or 5 spins in, I won money and I was up. Like I had like $140 and I was like, holy crap. And so I was like on this roll, cause that's what they always do. Like the casino loops you in and they're like, oh, you're gonna have so much fun. Look at all this money you're gonna win. And then what you do is you keep playing until you lose it all. Which is what happens. Like, but I don't like the slot machines that I go on. They're penny slots, right? But you're not betting a penny. You're betting like 5 cents. You can bet a penny. So like there's 30 lines that you're betting on. It's hard to explain, but if you've seen a slot machine, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But there's 30 lines that are you want to bet on. And if those lines, you know, come up with good stuff, you get a payout. Well, you can bet more money on those lines or less money on those lines. So you can bet 1 cent on each of those lines for as low as 30 cents per go. Or you can bet up to 5 cents per line. And so then it's $1.50 per go. Well, the caveat to slot machines is if you aren't betting the max, you can't win the jackpot. Like you can't. It's not possible because they only pay out big sums of money on people who are betting the max. So I always bet the max and I do $1.50. If it's like, you know, a larger machine or it's a 2 cent, whatever. So, some of the machines are like $3 each. Some of them are like each play. Some of them are, or spin, I guess. Some of them are $2 each, but I almost never go above $2. Like I'm too cheap. I want to like make my $200 last, you know? Well, at one point with this machine, I was up to $190. So I had almost doubled my money. Did I stop? No, I kept going until I was like below 100 again. And then I got up to 140 and David was like, cash it out right now. So I cashed it. I was like, okay, I'm done with this machine. Let me go find another. So at the casino, they've got a million different like themes to all of these machines. So the machine that I was playing was called Quick Hits. You know, there's a bunch of different ones. And so there's this little machine with this, like, I call him the volcano guy. And he's just this like, I don't know. They're all computerized. Most of them don't have the actual like reels that spin anymore. They just have like a computer like animation that you're watching on a screen. So it feels very rigged. I'm not going to lie. And I like the ones that have the actual reels still, but those are getting like, they're few and far between. And I know that those are rigged as well, but it feels better like when they're actual reels. Anyway, so I get on this computerized machine, and one thing to note is that this particular machine was actually my grandpa's favorite, the volcano guy machine. So I was like, I'm going to play this for Papa, you know, like I'm going to play this for him. So I put my other $100 bill. So I had my like cash out ticket for my other machine. So I put my other $100 bill in this machine. And this was a $2 machine for the max bet. And he never played the max bet, but I always do. Anyway, so I'm playing the max bet. Y'all, this machine was doing nothing. And I was like, oh, I need to get off of this machine. Why am I still on it? Why am I still on it? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get off. I'm going to get off at, you know, I kept telling myself, I'm like, I'm going to get off at $60. Okay, no, I'm going to get off when I'm down to 40. I'm going to get off. So finally I'm down to $30 out of my 100 that I put in. All of a sudden, I click spin, and Volcano Guy starts spitting out these rubies like I don't even know. I look at my total after, like, it does this whole thing where it's like ding, 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 blah, blah, blah. Like you got sirens going off left and right. And it's like, but you won $5. It's like, okay. Like, did we need that show for the $5 I just won? Like, thanks. Anyway, so it's like going off, freaking out. Well, I won $190. Like, so I was up to, like, not won 190, I won more than that because it got my total from 30 to 190. So I won 160. And I was like, thanks, Papa. And then as soon as I won that, I checked off the machine. I was like, nope, we're done. So I left it and I was like, okay, that's it. No more of this one. So with those 2 tickets, I was up 90 plus 40, I was up $130. So I cashed those tickets out. I took my original $200 and put it back in my wallet. And I was like, all right, $130 is what I'm up right now. And if I lose all of this, I still broke even. Well, y'all, I lost almost all of it. That was my luck for the day. So I did. I lost almost all of it. And David and I were about to walk out of the casino. We agreed that with my grandma that we were going to meet her at 4 o'clock. So we're about to walk out of the casino, okay? Like, about to walk out. And I was up at the end of the night, like at around 4 o'clock. It was like 10 minutes to 4. And I went ahead and cashed everything out and found out that I was exactly $46 ahead. And I was like, all right, you know what? Most people come to the casino and they lose money. So to be $46 ahead, that's great. Like, awesome. It paid for part of lunch and my gas to get up here. Like, great. Anyway, so I'm like, cool, we're heading out. So we're on our way out and I see this machine and I was like, oh my gosh, that machine is so cute. It had like a pig theme to it. I don't know. It was called like something piggy. I don't know. And these machines, like whenever there are new machines at the casino, people who frequent the casino are at these machines. Like, they're taken the whole time. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh my God, I want to play the piggy machine. Like, that looks so cute. But people were on it the entire time. Like, you never saw a seat at the piggy machine. Well, on our way out, I see a seat at the piggy machine. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And David's like, no, like, we got to go meet your grandma. I was like, we still have 10 minutes. Like, I got a little time. Like, he was like, please call 1-800 something something if you have a gambling problem. And I was like, I don't have a problem. I was like, I'm good. I was like, if I break even, I'm happy. You know, we had a good time. Anyway, so I sit at this machine. And he's like, well, I'm not going to let you put the whole 46 in. I was like, all right, give me 26. So we still had $20 left. I was like, no matter what, we're leaving here with $20. So I put $26 in the machine and I sit down and I realized that to bet the max, you have to bet $10 at a time. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that. So I split the difference and I did half. So I did $5 at a time, which was also like pretty foolish of me because 5 spins and then I'm done with my $26. And so I was like, oh, should I do this? And I was like, I'm doing it. So sit down at the piggy machine, 1 spin, 2 spin, 3 spins. And I won. Like, I was winning on those spins, but not my money back. So I'm on the 4th spin, y'all. And I'm on the 4th spin, and after that spin, I had $15, okay? $15 is what I had left after that 4th spin. So I was like, all right, I got 3 more spins left. Like, what do we got? This spin goes off, and bells and whistles and sirens start going off. You know, of course, they make a big deal, even if you only win a couple bucks. But this thing went on for a while. And it's singing and dancing and doing this thing. And they give you extra spins. And then those spins make money and whatever. So there's like a train that's like honking, going, wah, wah, like whatever. at the end of all of this hullabaloo, everybody around me is like, oh my gosh, how much did you win? And I was like, I don't know yet. So it was just making a bunch of noise. But at the very end of it, the very end of all the money, I won $261, which again, it's not like I won the jackpot or anything. I didn't win thousands of dollars, but $261 was a pretty, like, I was happy with that. Especially because I was already on top. So that was like just money in the bank, like no pun intended. So yeah, I was like, we're done. We are officially done. I immediately cashed out and went on my way. And it was such a fun story to tell Grandma, because like as soon as I got outside, like she was sitting on a bench waiting for us. And we did look for her, like, cause she had just gotten to the bench when we got out there. So she like, I was like so sad that she couldn't celebrate that with us, because it was so fun. Like that's part of like the fun of the casino, is just like celebrating even the little wins. Like when you win $50, you're just like, woo, like it's just really fun. I don't know. Anyway, so that is my good luck story from the casino. I left, $280 above what I came there with. And it was more than I bargained to even play with. So that was really exciting. So I more than doubled my money, which was very fun. But if it weren't for that, like just at the very end there, I was like, I want to play the piggy I didn't get to earlier. And there was an empty seat. I just had to take it. And yeah, and the guy next to me was like, some guy just got off that machine. He blew all his money. I was like, well, I just won it. Sorry. Anyway, so that was exciting. I don't know. It like made up for all the times that I went to the casino and never won anything. But yeah, so that is my Sunday story. We went back to my grandma's after that. On the way home, like, of course, you're kind of, this whole story that I told you is the story that like me and my grandma and David all shared, at one point, y'all. So let me just tell you, I had a really great time at the casino, but the only thing that was making it a not so great time, y'all, that restaurant did me in. I did not feel good. I ended up having to go to the bathroom. Like I went to the bathroom while I was at the casino, and we were only at the casino for like 3 hours, y'all. I went to the bathroom like 5 times. Kid you not. Like I'm pretty sure the what do you call it? The like security guy, because you have to like leave the grounds of the casino to use the bathroom, and then they check your ID every time. It's kind of silly. But yeah, it was a lot, but I'm pretty sure the security ID guy, like he had me memorized by that point. He didn't even have to check my ID anymore. But yeah, I went back and forth a million times. One time I went to the bathroom and came back. I mean, I wasn't gone long. It was pretty quick. I come back and David's like, I lost all my money. Like he lost all of it, you guys. And I was like, all right, we're done with you. And this is the first time he'd ever played slots, and he just lost everything. Like he just was not hitting anything good. And I was like, well, I stole all the luck today. I apologize. So from then on, he just watched me play. He was like, I'm done here. So yeah, that was Sunday. But then, of course, we're telling these stories in the car, and my grandma and my grandpa used to go to the casino together pretty often, because like they're older and they're like, what do we have to do on a Sunday? Like we're just gonna go to the casino. And they would see people that they knew at the casino, and actually the valet guy like knew my grandma. So that was funny. But yeah, like they know people there. Like it was a regular hangout for them. So it was fun to go and hang out with all the old folks at the casino on Sunday afternoon. But yeah, it was a good time. But we it's hard to imagine the fact that casino is literally like just happen like that at all hours of the day. Like it kind of blows my mind. But anyway, so she was saying that I'm going to turn my page on my notes, because I always take notes when I'm talking to you guys. But anyway, so she was saying that like when they would drive home, like my grandpa would drive, and the two of them would kind of like just talk about, what happened at the casino, whether they won money or didn't win money. Like they would just kind of decompress and share their stories with each other, because they didn't hang out together the whole time. They like would go their separate ways. But yeah, and she got really sad telling that story, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit. But I was really glad. Like I told her, I was like, we're going to come back up, and every time we're here, we're going to take you to the casino. So don't worry. And I said, I will come up here just to take you to the casino. We'll go 2 days in a row. I don't care. Anyway, so it was nice. I'm glad she got to go. And I'm glad we went too, because I won, but nobody else did. Like she lost money, and so did David. So I had all the luck. But anyway, what else? So that was Sunday. Like I said, we went back to her house afterwards and just hung out. And we just kind of ate some leftovers from the day before and had some dinner. But anyway, so Monday morning, we got up super early. Like my grandma wanted to have us over for like kind of a brunch at 11. But we got up super early to have a little bit of breakfast. Just like juice and a bagel, you know. We got up at like 7. So I was like, I want to get down to breakfast really early so that all those crazy people who basically had a freaking family reunion, like I said, we got back at like 11 o'clock and those people had camped out all day. And then they were there for breakfast every morning. And it was just, it was this like onslaught of people, children running around just screaming, and it was a lot. So we had to check out of our hotel on Monday. So we took advantage of the breakfast. And then went back upstairs, you know, got ready. And then we went to my grandma's around like 10 or 11, 10:30, 11, 10:30, I think. And then we just had a little breakfast with her and then headed to the airport. So it was a pretty chill. But while we were, oh my God. So while we were at breakfast, this lady like walks up to me and she's like, how are you doing? Are you feeling better? And at first, like, I thought that she like was mistaking me for somebody. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I just said, I'm sorry. And she was like, oh, the other morning I saw you and your face was just white as a ghost after that waffle wouldn't come out of the waffle maker. And I was like, no, you did not see that. Cool. Yeah. So I was like, cool. That's another like form of embarrassment. Awesome. So yeah, that happened. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. It was really weird. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. I was just overwhelmed. There were a lot of people here. I was like, but everything's fine. It was really weird. And what a weird thing to say. I was like, all right, lady. Like, what about my face makes you think I'm approachable? Anyway, I am approachable. I'm very nice to people. But low key, like when I'm in like I hate small talk. I hate it. Like I engage in it all the time, but I hate it. Like I sound like I like it, but I don't. I'm like, am I fake? I don't know. I'm trying to be nice, but I don't like it. I hate it. Anyway, so so that happened. But then, so because of my horrible experience on the way to New York, for the way back, we upgraded our seats. And for $30 a piece, we upgraded to like the Economy Plus cabin where we had extra legroom. Well, thank God we did, because David and I ended up with our own row. There was nobody seated between us, so we had our own row, and I was like so excited, y'all. I was like, we are good to go. I am happy. And so I was really comfortable too. Like I didn't have any pain. So Sunday and Monday I had no pain, but on Saturday when I was at my grandma's all day, she has like basically 3 different options on where to sit. There's a recliner, which somebody's always in, and then there's the couch, and then there's the dining room chairs. So, and like it's like the living room and dining are all together. So like if you sit in one, you're kind of talking to everybody still. So I was at the dining room chairs for the longest, and those are like, you know, they're hard. They're just like wooden chairs. And I was like, my back is killing me. So I sat on like the sofa thinking like maybe that was going to help. It didn't. So then finally toward the end of the night, I moved over to the recliner because nobody was in it. And y'all, that was the only relief I got all day. I was like, so I was scared that Sunday I was going to wake up and be hurting. I wasn't. I was fine. So I don't know, you guys. I was like, I don't understand why this pain is so intermittent, and it doesn't seem to have like what I'm doing and the amount of activity isn't seeming like to have the impact on it as much as it was before. So I don't understand what is causing the issue. Like usually I'm pretty tuned into my body, but not now. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. So yeah, anyway, I backtracked there. So anyway, I was very comfortable on both Sunday and Monday. I didn't have any pain. So on Sunday, I'm going to move over to this side just because I'm bored of that side. So yeah, I didn't have any pain. So on Monday, we took our flight, and it was an afternoon flight. So when we got to the airport, though, we actually asked the gate agent. We were like, hey, I need this wheelchair. Like, because even though I wasn't in pain, I was like, I'm not risking it, because as soon as I start walking a really long distance, I'm going to be in the same freaking situation again. So we get a wheelchair, but y'all, that's all they do is they just give you wheelchairs. Like, they don't have an agent that moves you around, because it's a smaller airport, you know? They're just not as established. They don't have the staff. So I was like, oh, no wonder why there was nobody at the gate and there was just a wheelchair sitting there. Because we were scared that we were going to get in trouble for like taking it on Friday night. But yeah, no, that's what we were supposed to do. We did what we were supposed to do. But yeah, so the gate agent or the ticket person, gave us a wheelchair and we did the whole thing. But when I got back to O'Hare, there was somebody waiting for me right at the, I can't think of the end of the inside the tunnel. Like, what's the word? Y'all are probably screaming at me right now. It's not tarmac. I can't remember. Gate side. I don't remember. Whatever the little tunnel is that comes out of the airport that goes down to the plane, the little ramp thing. Anyway, I can't remember what that's called, but maybe it's not even called something. I don't know. Anyway, so there's a guy waiting there for me as soon as I got there. So that was great. And he took me straight out to the Uber area and we came home and everything was fine. So yeah. Oh, I was going to tell the story about when I was on the plane. So y'all, I'm an idiot. So I did bring a little cross stitch kit with me on the plane, and I was in too much pain on the way there to do it. But on the way back, I was like, oh, I'll work on this little cross stitch kit. So I got all cozy. I got the stitch, the little, got the magazine out with the pattern. I got I got my scissors out. I had to dig for my scissors forever, and then I finally found them. So I got my scissors out. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. So I opened the kit, take everything out, and I look at it. The kit didn't have a needle. So I didn't get to work on any cross stitch at all. So that happened. Yep, no needle. So, yeah. Anyway, I was so bummed out. I was like, really? No stinking needle. Anyway, so yeah. So that's the story of my life. So Tuesday of this week was September 6th. Oh, you guys, I'm getting tired. And David's gonna be home any minute. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up fast because I know I'm at an hour probably already. I don't know. I filmed this in a bunch of different segments, so I have no idea how long it's been. But on Tuesday, I worked from home. I did have a little bit of time to diamond paint during meetings, and I got some of this kit done. Sorry, I was just kind of stretching, taking a moment. I got some of this kit done, but I was diamond painting so much that I was hunching a lot, like way more than one should hunch, because I am who I am. And I basically pulled my shoulder and I was like, I'm falling apart. I was in so much pain. I was like, okay, no more diamond painting for me today. Let it go. Yeah. And then Tuesday night, we caught up on House of the Dragon because we didn't get to watch it on Sunday. And And yeah, that was it. Wednesday was an office day. I was busy in the office all day. And then I had physical therapy in the evening, and I was kind of telling the doctor about obviously I summed up this story a lot faster and just kind of told him about my activity level plus the pain that I was having over the weekend. And what he was basically saying to me is it's kind of sounded like the days where I had more static, like just sitting, that I was in more pain than on the days where I did have a little movement. Because when we went to the casino, I was walking around and, obviously sitting at the different slot machines, but I was walking around pretty good. So he was saying it almost seems like when you're too static, you have too much of the pain. So we just need to kind of equal these things out. And then what he was telling me though was that we've been doing a lot of the front to back movement, but we haven't been doing any side to side. And he thinks because my pain has changed a little bit. It's not quite the same. Still in the same area. It hasn't traveled, but it's just a little sharper, but less frequent. So I was like, I don't understand what this is. It feels different now. But anyway, so we started addressing it with some different movements. I feel 100% today. I feel like there's nothing wrong. But I'm going to keep doing the stretches he has me doing. I think we have a tendency that once we start feeling well, we kind of and I did this, I definitely am guilty of this, is when I started feeling good, I was doing those stretches less and less often because I'm oh, I feel good now. You tend to, forget to do those movements when you're feeling well, right? So I just have to remind myself all the time to do my little stretches and stuff. But he actually did an adjustment on me yesterday that was it was top notch. It felt so good. I was yes. He because I think he was kind of shying away from doing those a little bit because I was in so much pain before, but this time he did one, and y'all, that pulled shoulder that I had immediately started feeling better. I mean, it's still a little sore today, but it's it's going away. So I was man, adjustments are no joke. Y'all, go to a chiropractor. They're awesome. Anyway, but he was telling me he can't prescribe anything. And he was saying if I'm still because he's pretty sure, he was telling me that, imaging isn't off the table at this point, but he is pretty sure that this is a mechanical issue, because if it were disc related or nerve related, the pain wouldn't be as intermittent as it is. So that's good news. I'm responding well to the movement. And that's what we need to see. So he was just kind of telling me that, and that if I needed to, I could see my general practitioner or an urgent care to get maybe some steroids for it or a muscle relaxer, depending on what they recommend, just to help. He was recommending even just an anti-inflammatory to help with some of the inflammation in there. Just because, when it's angry, it's going to stay angry until you can kind of calm it down. And one of the ways we can do that is with steroids. So I don't know, but I don't think I'm going to go that route if I don't have to. I'm trying to do it as naturally as I can because I'm funny about meds. I don't want to put meds in my body if I don't have to. But yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm going to keep doing the things. But I was so tired coming home from physical therapy last night. I was nope, don't have it in me. So I just watched. I kind of had a headache too. So I was just you know what? I'm going to hydrate. I'm going to watch some RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm going to veg. And that is exactly what I did. And I'm glad. Because I don't know, I didn't have it in me. So it was a nice rest. So then we get to today, y'all. I kid you not. I was in the office today as well. So I didn't diamond paint last night. I just, by the way, but yeah, today is September 8th. Today was an office day, but y'all, when I pulled into the parking lot, our favorite Lucy was also pulling into the parking lot. So low-key, I purposely avoided her because she always tries to make small talk, and I just didn't feel like it. Not a morning person. I haven't had my coffee, bye. So I had literally avoided her. Well, then I spent like maybe 5 minutes in my car. It was maybe closer to 10. So spent a little time in my car. So then I get upstairs, you guys. I work, up in one of the top floors. And so I get upstairs and I walk into our like work area. And her area is very separate from ours. Like the operations, like supply chain area is in a different part of the floor than the customer service. Well, I don't know. She had time to bolt upstairs, put her stuff down, and I walk in. She was literally sitting on one of my coworkers' desks, like very close to him too. Like she was sitting on the desk, like he's in a cube, and mind you, he's like my age. I'm not saying anything was happening there. I'm saying I felt so bad for him because if she put her butt on my desk, like her butt was on his desk, you guys. What? Like, why would you put your butt on someone's desk, like right in their face? It was so awkward. I was like, I don't understand. And I like immediately, because when I walk into the door on our side, this guy's desk is one of the first things I see. So I always wave at him and say hi, just a quick like, hey, what's up when I get in the morning. No small talk because I hate it. So anyway, yeah, she's sitting on his desk with her butt, like basically right in his face. It was so weird. And I was like, she knows no boundaries. Anyway, that was just a funny story that happened to my coworker. I meant to ask him about that and I forgot. So many of these black ones are so stuck together. I'm going to pour more in here. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to break them apart right now. I just don't want to. It's too loud and annoying. And I'm trying to get off here because I need to wrap this up. But anyway, so yeah, I meant to ask him about that today, but I never got a chance. Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow, oh yeah, I went to like the post office and the pharmacy after work today. So it was just like bam, bam, lots of stuff happening. But tomorrow is a really busy work from home day. But I'm like so grateful that I'm working from home because I need a work from home day. I'm tired of dressing up in business casual clothes. I just want to wear my pajamas and work in my gym jams. Like, let me be. Anyway, so that's tomorrow. It's going to be really, really busy. I have a bunch of training in the morning and then more training in the afternoon on this new system that we're dealing with. And I'm not ready, you guys. Yeah, so 5-minute warning, by the way. So week coming up, Saturday, we don't have any plans during the day, but we are going to a Gavin DeGraw concert in the evening. Thankfully, we have seats. Otherwise, I think I would die with my back issue. No, that was a little dramatic, but I will do all of my stretches. This is my promise to you and to myself. I'll do all my stretches so that I don't feel like crap on Saturday. So hopefully that concert goes well. But over the weekend, we don't have plans on Sunday either at this time, but I think, we want to do a little grilling. I want to put together a meal plan for the rest of this week so that, we're kind of set up for success here. I will say I've lost about like 6 pounds so far, which, it's not much, but hey, I'll take it. Probably just water weight, but I kept it off even over this weekend. Well, that was good. But yeah. Let's see. I want to make a meal plan. I really want to work on Legos with David because we haven't made any progress since my last vlog. And we still have to finish our Venice and Rome, Italy planning for our honeymoon. That should be happening this weekend. Yeah, we're gonna watch House of the Dragon on Sunday night. I'll probably do some loads of laundry, just like stuff around the house, just hanging, just chilling. I can, y'all, I am never bored. Like, never, ever bored, unless I'm at work. Then I'm bored because I'm like, I don't want to do this right now. But other than that, I am never bored. So what was I saying? Yeah, I'm never bored. So I can entertain myself endlessly. Also, like diamond painting, I could also do that endlessly. So I'm never bored. So like we'll have plenty to do this weekend. But yeah, and then Monday and Tuesday I work from home. And yeah, just more planning ahead of for training. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a really busy week next week because we're getting this new system in November, but we're preparing for it now, which is good. No problems there. But I'm like a subject matter expert, and I have to train my plant how to use the system. Well, if I don't know how to use the system, then they won't. And it's like an all-day training thing on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. So it's a 3-day training extravaganza, and I am not ready for it. I don't want to do it. But yeah, so that is happening next week. And I basically have to do all of the work that I would have done on Wednesday and Thursday. I have to get that done on Monday and Tuesday now, in addition to what I normally do on Mondays and Tuesdays. So it's going to be a really busy week. I'm not ready. But yeah, so you'll probably hear a little bit less from me next week because of all that stuff going on at work. But Friday night, I do have something to look forward to next week. One of my friends who has started her diamond painting but hasn't finished it. She actually left it at my house. She was like, we're going to do this together. It's a little tiny one, but she was like, hey, I need to come over and diamond paint with you. What are you doing on Friday the 16th? And I was like, I'm diamond painting with you. So that's what we're going to do. That's going to be fun. So I'm excited to hang out with her because I haven't seen her in a minute. I haven't seen her since I don't think I've seen her since her birthday when we went to the cottage for her birthday. So that will be awesome. My cat is taking a bath behind me in case you hear anything weird there. Yeah, I think we are really wrapping up here. I kind of went through that last little bit a little quickly, but I really do need to get going because at some point I have to have some dinner, and it is now, what time is it? It's 7:20. Haven't done anything for dinner yet, and I don't know where David is. So he should be home soon, but I haven't heard from him since his call at the beginning of this whip and chat, so I'm not sure. Hope he's okay. Anyway, maybe I'll check in with him. But yeah, hopefully I can get this uploaded tomorrow, Friday. Sometimes my upload speeds are questionable, but doing it overnight usually helps. So anyway, we'll see. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my random retelling of our entire trip to New York and my massive casino winnings. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all I got, you guys. I hope you have a really great day when you're listening to this. And I'll see you in the next one. If you haven't already and you've made it over an hour listening to me talk, then you'll probably like it here, I guess. So it'd be cool if you would subscribe to my channel and hang out with me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, oh, by the way, the giveaway, we have 49 submissions already. I cannot believe it. But I am going to do the drawing for that giveaway on probably Sunday or Monday because I want to give people at least a week to enter. And yeah, it'll be in a vlog rather than a whip and chat. So just wanted to throw that out there that I won't be doing the giveaway on a whip and chat. It'll be on the vlog. I'll be doing the drawing. If you haven't entered already, there are 3 videos. I believe, I don't know, it's on the title of the video. I think it's Whip and Chat 10 maybe. I think it is number 10, where the giveaway starts and there's 3 videos to watch, Whip and Chat 10 being one of them. Yeah, so there's some keywords and yeah, you can words are hard, you guys. There are keywords that you can pick up and enter into a Google form. And yeah, there's 7 of them across those 3 videos. And it's pretty easy. I don't think anyone has gotten them wrong in the submissions I've seen so far. So actually somebody did get one wrong, but I think they just misheard it. I don't think that they so I don't think there was malice there. So because it kind of rhymed, and I was like, it's fine, I'm just gonna take it. So don't worry if you got one wrong. I am going to keep it because it was just I think it was, like I said, just a misunderstanding. Like misheard the word that I was saying. Because I say it pretty quick and then it's over, and yeah. Anyway, I just thought it kind of cracked me up because I was like, oh no. And I was like, no, I'm still going to accept it. It's okay. But I mean, like, if you have all 7 of them and they're all completely wrong, like, sorry, no dice. But it is for a $50 Diamond Art Club gift card. So yeah, enter that. What else? Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Okay. I said bye like 800 times, but now I'm really going. And have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So really quickly, I'm being very quiet because David is sleeping, but I just wanted to show you, I did finish this little section I was working on tonight. It's about 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock, but yeah, David's sleeping in the other room, so I'm trying to be quiet, but y'all, he came home from groceries. He's just fine. He came home from groceries, and he has a fever. So all of that stuff I was talking about this weekend and all that stuff, I'm like, oh no. So as of right now, I feel fine. We are going to test him for COVID tomorrow. I don't know. I'll let you guys know in the like community post, like if he's doing okay and how I'm doing, but right now I feel fine. I have no issues. I feel good, but he's got some chest congestion and a fever. So we are pretty sure it's COVID. So I don't know, you guys. Just, yeah, keep him in your thoughts and keep me in your thoughts because I'm going to be taking care of him. But, and, you know, me with my back and him sick, like, I don't know, it's just a mess. So hopefully, I mean, I'm glad it is now and not on our honeymoon. But another thing I wanted to mention was JetBridge. Yeah, I figured out that it was JetBridge. And then at one point in this whip and chat, I think I said something about, oh, I actually won more. What I meant was less. Like I said, words are hard. Anyway, you guys know what I meant. I also noticed that I like didn't ask you very many questions in this whip and chat because I was just kind of like going off of muscle memory and trying to like share. I'm just gonna back up so you can see my progress. But yeah, I was just like going off of muscle memory, like just sharing everything that happened this weekend, and I completely forgot to like ask you guys what's up. But y'all, throw a pumpkin or a leaf or some type of fun fall emoji if you made it this far. Also, yeah, I wanted to say I appreciate all of you, and I'm sorry that I didn't ask any questions, but feel free to just toss whatever you want in the comments. I have been, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been better about responding to comments more quickly than I was before. So I'm trying to keep up with them so I don't like let them pile up and then never do anything with them. So anyway, I just get overwhelmed, but I am doing better about them. So anyway, I'll see you guys for real in the next one, and yeah, I'll keep you posted on how David's doing. I mean, maybe it's COVID, maybe it's not, maybe it's just a random fever, LOL. Anyway, I am sleeping in another bedroom tonight, so there's that. But anyway, I will for real see you in the next one. Bye.